Yo, good evening, people, or good afternoon, or good morning. I don't know where you are in the world. Guys, welcome back to ZA Ball. I'm back with my man, John. How you doing, John Morgan, brother? How you doing?
I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'm good. Must the people, must the channel, must the stream.
Yeah,
But yeah, I'm good. I'm good. God is good, but I'm good also.
fantastic, brother. Nah, I feel you, bro. Sometimes lives, and we've got other stuff that takes priority, but nah, it's always great to be back with the community. And of course, bro, like in our absence, United has obviously been moving mad. Ineos, I should rather say, because it's a new chapter in our club's life. We don't have certain people going to drink cocktails in Spain and bring nothing home working on deals. And of course, I'm talking about the two deals that we did in quick succession with Xerxes and Euro, bro. Xerxes was a little bit more straightforward. Yes, we were competing with AC Milan, but come on, dude, we've got the bigger pool in terms of the league that we're playing in, the money.
Yeah.
But the other deal, on the other hand, we were competing with Real Madrid, the royalty of the footballing world. What are your thoughts,
Uh
bro?
Yo, Xerxes. I wasn't really excited about him, but to be fair, I didn't really know much about the deal. I didn't really know much about the player. But the more I see the player, like I saw a couple comps, I saw
Yeah.
a couple people speak about him and what he's good at, and I saw how big he is as well, like in the sense of structure wise and frame. I'm really excited about that deal. I'm excited about the
Yes.
fact that we are signing players that is going to be able to make a difference, especially in the league that we're in. I think
Mm-hmm.
the Premier League. A lot of people speaks about the fact that the Premier League is not really that technical, but more physical, and we have two strikers now, which is very physical. Which
Mm-hmm.
do need to. I think Rasmus needs to work on his technical ability as well. But I think if Xerxes is gonna come in, I think with the midfield that we trying to develop with Bruno and Kobe and hopefully Ugarte, I think that he's going to benefit a lot from a Bruno, from a Garnacho, from
Mm.
what you call it, other guy Ahmad. I think Ahmad's gonna have a big season this season, because I mean he's showing very very good glimpses, and I it shows from how the club is treating him, because I mean he's an asset that could have been sold for more money. I mean, if we sold him for maybe 40 million pounds, we could have
Yeah.
bought in some more players, but it's clear that they want to keep him. So
Facts.
for me, like watching Xerxes, very, very excited about that deal. Then Yoro, brother, Yoro, Lenny Yoro boy. I'm excited about that, bruh. Honestly, I'm freaking excited about that. Because like not only do we need a centre back, he's a good centre back. He's a good young centre back, and someone that can partner Martinez. And I think from what we saw uh, previously with Martinez and Varane, brah, do it. You're gonna get that, literally, that assurity that you have two players at the back there that's going to keep you in the game, that's going to make sure that they're not going to give away stupid goals, and make sure that the team can play the way the manager wants the team to play, which I'm freaking excited about. So Yoro, for me, quality signing. Yo, bruh, pace, ball playing ability, age is on his side, thick. He can pass. He can go past a player. I saw a couple times he went past players in heated moments, which is good. So
Mm.
yeah, I'm very excited about Yoro. More, maybe more so than Xerxes, but all in
Yeah.
all, good business. I think very very good business from the club.
Nah, definitely, bro. And like speaking on Xerxes and Hoyland, another benefit that we've had of the change of Ineos coming in is we've got Root, who's a accomplished striker himself, you know what I'm saying? So not only are they learning from the senior players around them, but they're actually learning from a gunman who's done it himself. He's been there.
Yeah,
He's actually played for the club. So nah, bro, I'm really excited. I can't confess to say that I've seen these two players play on a regular basis because
mm,
I won't be that guy. I don't watch all the leagues. I don't know
yeah.
who is watching 1,000 leagues, but that's not me. But from the little that I have seen from these guys, pick up to Kenny, always
What's
showing
up, Kenny?
love in the chat. But from the little I have seen from Xerxes, like you're saying, I like the look of him as a striker, as an out and out number 9. it'll be nice to have an option on the bench because remember we had Martial, but we didn't really have him. He was always injured. So to be able to say, you know what, Hoyland, you're not working in this game. We're gonna bring on an actual number nine and not play,
Yeah.
for instance, a Bruno in false nine or Marcus Rashford in the center forward position is good
Or
for us.
McTominay even.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm excited about Xerxes from that perspective, but I'm also hearing that we might potentially still sign another center forward and another center back, even though we've signed these guys. You know what I'm saying? Um, with regards to Euro, like you're saying, young player, people are Euro is a funny deal. People are now acting like this is a bad deal. Both of them, actually,
Facts,
as a
bruh.
matter of fact. But I'm like, guys, you have to contextualize it with the history of how we've signed players with your Woodwards and Murtos. And when you look at how we've signed these, first of all, the quickness and the decisiveness from the club to not dilly dally. Fantastic. Loved it. Secondly, how they've structured the deals. People say, oh, we overspent with regards to, I don't know if it's Xerxes who had a release clause. We didn't overspend. We did the right thing in the sense that we either had to pay upfront the 30 million euros, or we pay a little bit extra, whatever the amount was, but we paid over a period of time, which is smart business in my opinion. Not like what Woodward and them said, well, how much do you want? Here's money. That's how we're in the
Yeah.
situation that we're in right now, bro. These
Yeah.
people negotiated smartly, bro. And even if you take a euro, I think in a couple of years, um, this kid delivers. We still make our money, in my opinion. Because if he
Mm.
delivers, which I want him to, best believe Real Madrid will be back. Only this time there's no 20 euro, 25. No, 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 chief. 100, 120. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So this can only be good for us, bro. And yeah, I'm super happy with it. And all I'm seeing, by the way, from all the other fan channels is no news. All I'm seeing from the other channels is
And the
this.
players? The players? Where are the players?
Where are the players? That's all I'm seeing from the other channels. Where are the signings? Oh, United is making signings. You know what? People are actually scared about how we're moving because we're moving mad, bro.
Mm.
John, we're not only
Facts.
selling. I mean, we're not only buying, we're selling people. Can you believe it?
Ex- Bro, exactly. OnlyFans channel, that's crazy.
Mad,
Um,
mad.
but But I agree, bro. Like the thing is, and this is the reality that we've been facing for the last, I don't know, 10 years. All right, that we weren't able to do business. We weren't able to do business because of the people that was running the show. Ed Woodward, John Murter, whoever, Matt Judge, they were terrible at their job. Whenever they made a signing, they made a big hoorah about it, and then end of the day, the player flop. Why? Because the player is not in the right amount of money, because we overspent for the player, and the player that we brought in is not enough for what the squad needs. Now we have people that can identify exactly. Now we have people that can identify that we need a centre back, we need a left back, we need a midfielder,
Yes.
we need a striker, we need
Mm,
players in positions, and we need to get them now. We can't get them tomorrow or next transfer or the summer or it doesn't work like that. We can't spend 120 million on a player or 100 million on a player when you have a big hole in the midfield, or you have a big hole in your central defense. That has been our issue. Now we have people that's currently in charge that's going to say, no, 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 we're going to spend this much on Xerxes. And I fully feel this is what they did to Ten Hag. They said, okay, this is the players that you want. Okay, this is the players that we
mhm.
believe might be better, and this is how we can come to a compromise, or this is how I believe we can come to an understanding and an agreement. Okay, do
Facts.
I think Yoro was Eric Ten Hag's first signing? No, because he wanted the Ligt. The Ligt was his captain at Ajax. He's a Dutch
Facts.
player, and we
Yes.
know what Ten Hag's affinity is towards his players that he
These
wants.
people. Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that the board was like, look here, this deal, we can do the licht, man. We can do the licht. The licht is fine. But this is a generational man. This guy is very good. He's quality. He can replace Varane. He is the same mold as Varane. So, okay, sign him. Eric Ten Hag, no problem. Bring me the player. I'll see what he can do. But you also get me the licht.
Facts.
You feel me? So, at the
Bro.
moment, we're not a bunch of donuts running the show. We have proper people, people that have understanding in the industry, people that know what's going on, people that understand this. What you're talking is a whole bunch of nonsense. I'll be back when the time comes when where the truth will show. Because Everton, I said on KG earlier, Everton was very very arrogant about the fact that they didn't need to sell Braithwaite anymore. They sold Amadou Onana. Now all of a
Yes.
sudden, it's a different story. Now all of a sudden, the guys are not going anywhere. They can't even buy players because of the takeover that fell through. So now the big dog is coming back into the meeting and saying, "Okay, sir, talk to me. How much money do we want to spend on Braithwaite? Let's be reasonable, all right? If that's going to be
Mm,
the conversation, fantastic. So for me personally, like we are moving like a club should move, all right? And not
yes.
just a moving like a club should move, right? I think we're moving in a way that the best people is in charge move because Dan
Mm,
Ashworth is one of the highly sought after directors of football. Jason
fact.
Wilcox, you know his story. Omar Baradi, you saw what he did at City. John Claude
Yes.
Blanc, you know what time it is when it comes to him. And
Mm,
all of these different people bring different sides of the experience. And the way they are moving and the way they are doing business and the way they are going about changing, making changes in the industry is fantastic. And the clubs are nervous. And you know what is crazy? I saw
yeah.
I saw a couple people not care about Ten Hag, not care, but kind of like undermine him and kind of
Okay.
make him
Okay.
out to be like horrible and the worst manager ever, right? And I was like,
Wow.
do you guys realize that this guy that's in charge is a winner? He's a full-on winner. So
Back to back
giving a
cup,
guy like
guys. What are we
giving a
talking
winner
about?
the tools, giving the winner the tools to go out and to do the business, bro, I am excited for the season. Not gonna lie to you. So
Brother,
for me, yeah,
I
for me,
was
the
gonna
other
say.
clubs they must not be nervous still. They must stay nervous because they don't look like they're doing anything.
Oh no, no, no! They all nervous, brother. If everything when you Google is just Man United this, Man United did we overspend? They are nervous. Trust you me. And you know what? Speaking of our manager, bro, he is so jubilant. I can't even say happy. That's how happy Ten Hag looks right now. Because even though people say it's an extension, bro, this man looks ready to get his hands dirty. He's excited. He's got a sense of new energy and a new lease at life. And it's just so genuinely nice to see a manager at United not look like they've aged 10 years. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I
Yeah,
saw the video when you're speaking to Xerxes, and I could see it's so nice for him to just be like, oh, English, I'm tired. Let's speak in Dutch. You know what I'm saying? I'm
facts,
over
bro.
English, bro. And genuinely, I think a happy Ten Hag is not something that the media want to see, that rival fans want to see. And you know, Liverpool fans can say, "Oh, we overspent for Euro," but you guys didn't even try. So excuse us for putting our money where our mouth is. As for Everton with their arrogance and breathweight, all I can say is this to you guys:
God have mercy upon us.
Everton, you guys really are crying that we spent less money on a generational talent and didn't Maguire the Braithwaite deal. Are you guys just? Are you guys okay? How are you complaining that we didn't spend our money? Can you imagine walking into a dealership and they say, you know what? That car you're looking for costs a 1 million rand. And you're like, I just need a car, you know? Give me the 250,000 rand car. And they're like, are you crazy? But brother, it's my money. Why are you mad at me? I just need a car at the end of the day. So Everton, hold that. Maybe you're gonna start taking it seriously because what people don't seem to understand that beyond fixing the squad, we need to fix our reputation at the negotiation table. Okay, no more
Facts.
can people take the make out of us, bro. No more.
Yeah.
But speaking of Everton and Brentwaite, bro, obviously Euro's not enough. Surely not. We need to get rid of either Maguire or Lindelof and get another centre back. I still think we're on for Delict. I don't know about. I call him Obran because he's like He's there to meet the quota for the English talent that the local. I don't really like Brandthwaite personally, but what do you think? Do you think United are still going to go in for either one of those guys? Because I don't think just Euro in the centre back position is enough personally.
Nah, it's not. It's definitely not because I mean, we if we want to go for, I think my internet's moving crazy. But if we want to go for like top trophies and top prizes next season,
Yes,
starting the season, starting this up and coming season already, then we have to sell Maguire and Lindelof. We can't be going into a new season with Maguire and Lindelof again. That is a bit sus for me. So for me, like if we can sell Lindelof and then hopefully Maguire as well, perfect case scenario. McTominay, Wambasaka, that is four signings from the Oli era that is out of the door. All right. So if that happens, that will just prove a new dynasty. Because if you remember, Maguire and Lindelof was Ollie's um starting centre backs.
yes,
Aaron Wambasaka was Ollie's starting right back. So if we sell
yes,
those three, Scott McTominay was Ollie's starting midfielder. Freddie's already gone. All right, we know
yes.
Bruno's going nowhere. Bruno don't need to go anywhere.
Heck
So
no, captain.
exactly. So David Dahia is gone already. Now it's Luke
Mm,
Shaw. Luke Shaw's probably gonna sit bench the season because of his injury record. So immediately you see a new makeup of a squad that is turning around. Now, if for me, if we can sell those players, all right, if we can sell Maguire, Lindelof, McTominay, Wambasaka, if we can sell them,
yes,
those four specifically, and we can get a relative 70 to 80 million for all of them, all right, Maguire goes for 20, 25. Lindelof goes for 10 to 12. Mambasaka goes for 18 to 20. I see 18 to 20 being posted. McTominay goes for between 20 and 30. All of a sudden, I don't know how Match is doing, but all of a sudden, you have money that you can invest in the squad. What's up, Sibu Siso? You have money that you can invest into the squad and you can buy players that want to come to United. We always hear and we always see players want to come regardless of no Champions League football. No, regardless of no Champions League football. And Postecoglou said something the other last season about players that want to come only for about Champions League football. He said, I don't want players that only want to come for Champions League football. He wants players that wants to come for the club. And this is what we're finding with Yoro, with Xerxes, with the Licht, Ugarte. These players wants to come because of the club. Breathwaite's another player that wants to come. It's just the fee that they quoted at is a bit steep. So at the moment, you selling dude, you're selling players that wasn't good enough in the first place. And now Maguire, his value must have increased based on last season. You sell him to another Premier League club. You sell him because he's Premier League tax, English tax can easily go for 30 million. But because there's 1 year left on his contract, you're probably gonna have to say 20. Depends on how desperate you're gonna be. But if you can sell Maguire, perfect case scenario, for 30 to 35 million pounds, and you can bring in the lift for around about the same amount, you're doing good business, bruh. So for me, like this is the exciting part is that we're looking to get rid of these players. These players
mm.
that has been here for forever. We're looking to get rid of them, and we're looking to make a new dynasty at this club. Onana's new. Martinez is new. Yoro's gonna start, who is new. Dalot didn't play under Oli, so he's really what's up, Isco, my main.
Malacia is also back, bro. He's on the grass. Did you see
Exactly.
that?
Malasia was there. Malasia was his correct apparently. So if we can start like that, all right. Now you have
Hmm.
players that can play a style and a system. We saw now with England how Foden plays outside of a system. Foden can be the best player if the team is playing for him, or if it's if. But if the system is not going to support him, then he's going to look washed. Now I don't believe Bellingham is washed. I don't believe Foden is washed. I don't believe Saka's washed. I don't believe Kane is washed. But they played in a crap system. They played in a system that's terrible, and that's the same with Oli. That's the same with the managers before Ten Hag. There wasn't a style of play. There wasn't a way of that they wanted to go and play the game. Now it's different. Now we have a manager that wants to implement a counter press, implement a style of play, implement a philosophy on the team. For to do
Mm,
that effectively, you need players that can play in that system. Martinez, very important. Yoro, very important. Talo, very important. Luke Shaw is important, but his injury record makes him unavailable. So we need to get another guy in there or
mm,
trust Malasia. But for me, I say we get another person to be Malasia's backup because I know Luke Shaw is not going to play more than 20 games next season or start more than 20
mm.
games next season. So, bro, I'm very excited about what's to come because if you think about it, right, Ten Hag has been dealing with players that Mourinho had, that Oli had, that
It's a
Rangnick
hot
had.
pot. Yeah.
Exactly. And Rangnick was the one that said, we need open heart surgery. Bro, we are on the table and there is work being done, bro.
We are
Open heart,
operating, bro.
heart is open and the guys are cutting and adding and cutting and adding. Don't know how surgery works, but look, it's probably something like this that we see right now.
Nah, broski, facts. You know what, guys? Like, the title says we're moving mad. And you have to think about this, guys. In the past, we've always been told sell one, bring one in, sell one, bring one in. What we've done here is we've bought two players, we've sold three players. I think people forgetting that. Donny van de Beek, gone. Mason Greenwood, gone. McTominay is apparently might be gone very soon. Galatasaray looking at that very deeply. Fulham
Mm.
are also looking at McTominay. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also being looked at by West Ham. We're working on multiple deals, but not only that, bro. We sign Euro. These guys won't even let us celebrate. They go Ogata, light personal deals, light personal deals. I go, excuse me. Are we not supposed to be having a party for Euro? Personal deals already. Say less, bro. How are you feeling about that, bro? An actual young, long-term center defensive midfield option that the club is looking at.
Bro, to be fair, right? I was very excited when I saw that he was 18 years old. I didn't know he was 18 years old, right?
Yep.
Because we are building towards something. And this is why I think Ten Hag um, is going to be a very, very good manager for the future as well. Because he can mold these players into world beaters. What he did at Ajax is what he can do at United, but on a much greater scale. Because now he has the money and the funds and the personnel and people above him and people below him in his coaches to
Yes.
make sure that he takes this club to the future. I think Lenny Yoro is
Yes.
is what represents Man United right now. A young
Mm,
team, a team that's going to go places, but has the potential to be a world beater. And that is the facts. A team that can go and compete on the biggest level. Maybe not right now. I'm a fan, so I'll say right now. But if we're realistic, Lenny Yoro is not the best centre back in the world, right? But he has the potential to be the best centre back in the world. The same with Kobe
mm,
Mino. Kobe Mino is not the best central midfielder in the world, but he has the potential. Cornetto has the
yes, bro.
potential to be world class. Rasmus Højlund has the potential to score 30 goals a season. Um, Ahmad has the potential to be a quality left-sided winger for us. That is
Mm,
reality. So it is Ten Hag's duty and prerogative to make sure that they go on and kick on. All right, Lenny Yoro,
facts.
he has pace. He has ball playing ability. I said it before. He can make a tackle. He can make a last ditch tackle. If he's exposed, this is the thing what I noticed about Lenny Yoro. All right,
Okay.
that Brathwaite struggles in. Lenny Yoro, Lenny Yoro can defend 1-on-1 in
Ooh.
isolation. So
Okay.
what do you say?
No, no, no. I'm agree. I'm like I'm learning, bro. Like I said, I don't
Okay.
know much about these guys. I'm learning.
What I saw okay, I didn't see now long 90 minutes things about this game, but
Yeah, yeah.
what I saw on YouTube, a player to be the so I'm gonna say this and you can clip me up, whoever's in the chat that wants to clip me up, it's fine. If a player can't defend 1v1, or not 1v1, if a defender can't defend in isolation, in 5 years' time, he's going to be a washed player. Players that can only defend when they have players in front of them, your Maguires, your Lindelofs, your Konates, your players like this, if they for Mecanos as well, if you can't defend in isolation, you're going to be washed. You need to in this football climate. You need to be able to defend in isolation. Why?
Mm,
Because of how attacking teams are. Manchester City, Kyle Walker. Kyle Walker's a great defender. Why? Because he can defend in isolation. He don't need other players to make sure that he gets there. A lot of his pace is what helps him make defend in isolation, but his pace is part of him as a player. All right. So
mm.
Kyle Walker is the example of players that can defend in isolation. Lenny Yoro, I think, I think he'll get better. He can defend in isolation. He don't need other players to come in around him and protect him and cover his weaknesses. Yes, he will have weaknesses. Yes, he'll make mistakes. Don't get me wrong. He'll make mistakes while he's growing in his United shirt. But the potential is there. And for me, signing a player like that has the highest ceiling. He's literally on the Ballon d'Or Wonder Kids list, right? We have three players on the Ballon d'Or's Wonder Kids list, bro. Literally got Nacho, Kobe, and Lenny, all right? So, or the other way around. So we're
Jeez.
cooking. We are cooking. And I come down to it, right? I come down to the fact that United signed this player. We signed him. We didn't find him. It's not a copy we found in our academy or Garnacho that we found when he was 16, and he still had to sort out his attitude, sort out all that nonsense that they said he had. We
Yep.
signed this up and coming star. We signed him while he was on the Ballon d'Or's Wonder Kids list. You know what I mean? So we were able to do a deal. Now that for me is encouraging because tomorrow, if there's a player like Nico Williams that goes onto the market and we need a left-sided right winger, I have confidence in this board to go out and get that player. If we are playing Champions League, challenging for leagues, and there's a good player that comes onto the market, I have confidence that those people can go get that player. Why? Because of what they did now, bro. We signed someone while we were in the Europa League. We came eighth last season, and we sold the project. If we have people that can sell projects, how much more aren't you going to be? How much more impotence are you not going to have when you are playing Champions League football, challenging for trophies? That is for me, freak exciting, honestly.
Nah, 100%, bro. And like you're saying, I also have faith in them because we might have a third signing before Arsenal even confirm Kelly Fury or whatever they call my man's name.
Is that
They,
deal still on? It's off.
brother, I don't know. Like they've been saying it's 48 hours for the past 2 weeks. I don't know if they operate on a different time scale than the rest of us because this is a long 24 to 48 hours. It's got to be the longest one I've ever seen. But yeah, bro. Like we are moving like it's FIFA career mode, but it's not what it's efficiency. And it just proves all of this time when United fans have said the money isn't the problem. Yes, you need the money, and we've proved that when we had to pay a little bit more than Madrid, but it's also having the right people at the table speaking about this. Because think about it, we were trying to sign Frankie De Jong the one summer. These guys go to Spain, they have cocktails and sangritas and whatever else, and they come home with a hangover rather than the player. You get what I'm saying? And that's the difference between having the right people in place and out of place. But like we said, we're at the beginning. And people, remember, we're not on tour yet. And we've already got two players. That's ununited like, if anything else. Our players are actually going to be able to have preseason. Guys, like, I'm shocked. That's why we're moving mad, bro. And
Exactly.
it's like
Exactly.
United, bro. Like I'm so happy. This is the first time I feel like as a United fan I get to enjoy the window. You get me? Like most of the time it's like, oh, those guys are signing. Oh, those guys are signing. What about us? Now it's actually rivals saying, what's going on at our clubs? Because if you've noticed, John, ever since the FFP rules have become enforced, it's quiet. The streets are really quiet. And United said,
Yes.
light work. Eh, nah,
Yes. And,
we can do
and I
this.
think if we can credit if we can credit one thing to the previous bankers that was in charge, they understood FFP. I remember Whenever there was an issue about us signing players, they would always use the excuse FFP, FFP, financial fair play, financial fair play. This is the guidelines. Now we benefit from FFP. Why? Because we stayed within the guidelines. When you had to pay a stupid fine, we paid that stupid fine, and we moved on. Now we know, okay, this is what we can sign. This is what we can't sign. This is what we need to sell before we buy. And people say, like, they were making an example of people make an example of, like, uh selling players to buy players. Bro, what's wrong with buying players and then selling the players? You know, not selling the same
Mm,
players. I mean, buying
yeah.
a euro,
Yes.
and then signing a euro, but before that,
And
selling Willie Campoala. We know that Willie Campoala and euro isn't the same value. All right, but we know that
yes.
Willie Campoala is gonna leave. Lindelof's also probably gonna leave. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is also probably gonna leave. So now all of a sudden you have a 40 million pounds in the bank, because Wally went for 10. Aaron Wan-Bissaka is gonna go for 20 hopefully, and Lindelof is probably gonna go for 10 or 12 as well. So now you have 40 to cover the 42 that we signed Euro for, and it's 42 million pounds. Add-ons afterwards.
Mm.
Add-ons afterwards, bro. The people mustn't get this twisted. We signed a up and coming Ballon d'Or wonder kid for 42 million pounds with 8 million pounds in add-ons. If he gets the add-ons, it's going to be 50 million. But if the add-ons comes through, that means that we're winning things. Bro, it's a good deal. It's a good deal. A
And that's
very,
my
very
point.
good deal.
Thank you, Jordan. And that was always my point with Euro. People are saying, if Madrid comes back, yes, that means we're doing something right, bro. If he's winning stuff with us, are you guys just okay? I'm gonna be using South African slang because you guys are not most thinking properly in your head. But anyway, bro, I also want to cover something that I thought was kind of low key shady. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna share something on the screen. The media is moving mad, guys.
Facts.
Guys, they've been trying to tell you guys the media is not your friend. Look at the difference between these two announcements, right? Breaking: City have confirmed the signing of the Brazilian player. No, nothing about the salary, nothing about the cost of the player. United, on the other hand, breaking news: Manchester United have signed. Can you guys see the subtleties of how the media deals with us? Come on, guys.
And that is not even true.
Look at this. Exactly.
Isn't it?
Exactly, guys.
Isn't it 42 plus 8, which takes it to 50?
Brother, nobody knows the truth. Everybody's been quoting. But my point is, bro, they don't do this for other clubs, okay?
Yeah.
Everybody else, it's a great signing. For us,
Fact.
guys, it's, oh, you guys have overspent. Please get out of here, man. Get out of here. At the end of the day, the scouts at Real Madrid, the scouts at Liverpool all say that this kid is generational. We need to sign him. But guess what shirt he's putting on next season? Our shirt. So people can dance and cry and do whatever. But I just pray that United fans realize now that when Ten Hag was fighting with the press is not on our side, guys. And it's okay. When people are gonna start calling us glory hunters. When did you start supporting United? Bro, I've always been a United fan. I was here for the pain. Now I'm gonna be here for the trophies. Okay? I'll be there when we lift 21. And you can call me
Look,
a glory hunter. I love it. I'll be there for the
bro.
21.
And that's the thing. I think that's what the media is scared of. The media is scared of the United juggernaut coming out of its slumber and making Amal vice. Why yalla? See that we're using South African slang.
South African
Bro,
slang, brother.
bro, hulle gaan wyse raak. Wat je? Oh, wait, let me not get into my way. I'm from vibes. But the thing is, the media is moving in a way of destruction. They want to destroy and disrupt and, like, literally create issues within our fan base, so that the players that coming in have doubt, have pressure, have issues. Can he do this? You have question marks. Bro, we don't have question marks. We can't wait for you to play for us. That's the reality. Reality is, as a fan, I can't wait to see Lenny Yoro on the field. I can't wait to see Xerxes score his first goal. I can't wait to see De Ligt play in his first match for United with the number 4 on. I can't wait Manuel Ugarte, Manuel Ugarte to make his first tackle and pass the ball to Kobe or Bruno or wide or whatever. I can't wait for those moments. Why? Because this club is a generational club. This club isn't a small club. This is big. Man United, 70,000, 70 plus thousand people come watch this team whenever they play home. Do you realize how
Mm.
much people that is, bro? Do you realize how much people come and watch this team even when they're doing bad, shouting, going crazy? I remember last season there was a game. I don't know if it was a away game somewhere, and the fans was going crazy and shouting and cheering the team on. And the pundits was like, they don't deserve that. They shouldn't be getting that. These players are actually so bro, shut up. You don't get to tell us and dictate to us what those players deserve and what they don't deserve. We understood
Mm.
last season was a difficult season because of injuries. Now let us enjoy our players. Let us enjoy the moments that these Ineos is creating for us. So don't create your own narratives. Don't try and now because you didn't get the manager out. Because remember, these guys wanted the manager out. These guys said he wasn't good enough. These guys
Mm.
said that you literally in the press. I will never forget that press conference, bro. I will never ever forget that press conference. I will never. The guy said you have do you understand that eighth place is not good enough for Man United? The guy said Ten Hag told him in his face, eye to eye, you don't know football. You're sitting as a journalist in a press conference and somebody, a head coach of the Man United team with over a billion, okay, maybe not a billion, but millions of followers around the world, millions of fans around the world, the manager is telling you you don't know football. Question your life, brother. Question how you see things. Question exactly what you know because that's what you know is a agenda and a bias, and it got exposed by that. Imagine I win a trophy, right? I win a trophy
Yes.
last season. I win a trophy now, and you're talking to
Yeah.
me about something that is unfortunately happened last week. Bro, we came eighth last week. We're winning a trophy now. You want to talk to me about the eighth place? Why can't you talk to me about the trophy? That's the reality of this media, and they're going to keep doing it. But we as fans must stick together, and we mustn't let them run rampant through our players. Our players must be able to know that we support them, whether we're sitting in our room in Cape Town or sitting in our room in Johannesburg or in the stadium in Old Trafford. We support them. That's the reality from this fan base. Honestly, bruh.
Yes. United. 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 Guys, when the press is moving mad next season, all I want to see is United fans saying, "Move, man, move." Okay, because guys, honestly, like there's the evidence, clear as daylight. They're against us, and oh boy, the narratives from every other team, funny, spicy. But I have to say to you guys, huh? To all of those rival
And the
fans,
players? The players? Where are the players?
think about your life.
Where are the players? The
No,
players?
but
Where are the players?
nah, bro. The Sinister Six, as they calling them, are moving mad, bro. And it's a good time to be a United fan. I pray that my kids get to actually see success as they grow up as United fans. It's going to be fantastic for them. Uh, yeah, the Lenny Euro song is a banger. I don't know about the Xerxes one. That one sounds a bit sus. The bow 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 song. I don't know if I like
Ah!
that. I don't I don't even thinking of I just wish I had that video for brother
Brother, what's that, brother?
what's that brother that get his Xerxes. I'm like nah. United fans need to chill. But no, guys, it's a great time to be United fans. It's not over, guys. This is the beginning. I know this is surreal because usually we have to wait literally till the end of a window to start selling people. We then start making panic buys, which is not fantastic for business as a whole. But it also then puts into perspective, what does January look like if we're moving like this in the summer? Because we're only in the summer, guys, and there's two transfer windows. there's the summer, and then there's January. And most of the time, because of the bad business we do in the summer, it affects our winter transfer, right?
Mm,
So,
mm.
but if these guys are moving this stealthy and this effective in the summer, maybe we might, for the first time in a long time, actually sign people in January, which is also exciting in and of itself. And guys, let's not kid ourselves. We're not going to fix all the problems, but we can at least see from how we're moving, we're at least trying to address key areas. Yes,
Yeah.
maybe I might have been angry at Rashford, but we're not going to get rid of him. You know, even Ten Hag and Sancho have apparently let bygones be bygones.
Oh.
It's a new season. Deadwood, please see yourself out. There's the exit. We are. Thank you for not doing anything. It's fine. Go stage left. I don't know what they say in theater. Exit stage left, whatever they say. But sad for Benny, obviously being one of our own, that
Yeah, but
he's not there.
unfortunately, you gotta do what you gotta do, bro. Unfortunately, for me, I this affinity to figures.
Mm,
Nah, bro, I'm not gonna have affinity to figures anymore. Like if you don't cut it, if we, bro, you telling me if we can sack Penny, we get Rude. Yes, bro, sack him. He's unfortunately
eh,
we wanna win trophies. We don't wanna win stadium tours. You know what I mean?
it is what it is.
It is what it is, bro. But Benny must move on to must move on to a proper job now, man. He must get like a job in Serie A or La Liga or something, so that he can prove himself. I think he's a good coach. Remember what he did here in Cape Town
Mm,
City and at Amazulu? He was good.
yes.
So I think with that, with the experience that he had at United, the pressure, the media, all of that crap, he now can take that into the next club and he can say, okay, this is how I'm gonna do things. This is what can work for me. Because I mean, he worked under Ten Hag, he worked with Ronaldo, he worked with Bruno, he Casemiro, he worked with Varane, he worked with. So he worked with
World class.
a lot of good
Oof.
players, and he worked with a lot of players that obviously have egos. So yeah, bro. Hopefully he gets a big move somewhere like like even if it's even if it's a low championship club, um
Mm.
championship club getting promoted. I believe he can do that. And then
Maybe
yeah,
Nice need a manager. Maybe Nice need a manager. Hey, so Jim, do the things.
yeah, no wonder he spoke so liquor about them in the interview. He said, "Yeah, they very nice to him." He said, "Kom hier, chop."
Who knows, bro? Who knows? But anyway, the future is bright, John. I think we can agree to that as we look to wrap
Facts.
up. Please, guys, just remember. I know it's been fun. We've been laughing. We are cheering United. But please don't forget to like the video. Please subscribe if you're brand new to this channel. We do appreciate the support. The socials are in the description. I've also linked my personal channel, The Halftime with Vegeta. If you guys are interested in South African football at all, I'm a Kaiser Chiefs fan. I will be there. How painful it's gonna be, I don't know. But we're gonna be there together. That's all that
How
matters, I
painful
suppose.
is gonna be is crazy.
I can't promise joy. But nah,
what do
come
you
over,
make?
guys.
What do you make of Yeah, Gaiten McKenzie? What do you
Oh,
Gaiten McKenzie?
Minister of
Yeah,
Sport. Yes, I was Minister of Sports and Arts and Culture and all that. Bro, I love him, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
facts. Same.
I've
I
got
love him.
I love the evidence that he's given us. You know what I'm saying? It's one
Mm,
thing when politicians, and this is like a side note, people, but he's the Minister of Sports in our country, essentially.
yeah,
It's one thing when ministers or people say something, but to see him actually acting in the benefit of the sports industry and the culture industry, it's refreshing. You know what I'm saying? Because he seems
yeah,
to, even though he didn't get the portfolio he wanted, he's eager to make sports in South Africa successful. And
mm,
I hope that stretches out to the South African Premier Soccer League, because I've always felt that the young players often get missed in this country and they end up in the lower leagues, which is probably why we don't have a lot of them playing overseas. So
yeah,
I just hope that that's something that Mr. McKenzie can, do something for us over there, and
yeah.
just see our sports elevated to a higher level. But nah, man, in the few weeks that he's been in office, I'm happy with him. I
Me
can't
also,
I can't
because the thing
deny.
is, he said it at Brastan's funeral. He said that African Cup of Nations qualification is supposed to be mandatory. Not mandatory. It's supposed to be a low level achievement.
Yeah, like a
Qualifying for the
minimum.
World Cup. is the minimum achievement that we should have. And I thought back and I thought, quality, and also the super fan budget cuts. Like when I found out how many
Yeah,
how much
bro.
money these people were getting,
It's a lot.
he said, yeah, if
It's a lot.
they he said if they're a super fan, they'll get it themselves, which is quality
And
because
he's
I mean
right,
he's
bro.
right, bruh. Like these teams, netball, hockey, that they have to raise money to go to these different countries and different tournaments. And here you have people that's literally going to watch them, but they getting more funding than the actual team itself, which is crazy for
That's
me.
crazy.
So
That's
yeah, but I'm
crazy.
like excited about what and he said Premier the PSL is not good enough, bro. And reality is the PSL is not good enough. The PSL is horrible. Literally, how is your top goal scorer 10 goals? That does not make
Oh,
sense.
dead. Dead. Yeah,
Dead,
nah, nah.
yeah, bruh.
But anyway, guys, if you want to join the depression of talking about the PSL, the link Vegeta Summer, we're gonna be there. If you're a Sundowns fan, on the other hand, it'll be fun for you. I'll say that much. You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
You'll enjoy it.
Sundowns is next level, bruh.
Yeah, they're the city of our country. So if you wanna come see 115 charges of South Africa, come to Vegeta. You know what I'm saying,
Nah, they're not the
bro?
city, man. They're the Real Madrid, the city, the Bayern Munich, all in one, and they play in one league, which is PSL.
That that's crazy, bro. But before we close off, John, there are still a few more rumors and murmurs around our transfer strategy. De Ligt obviously still on the table.
Yeah.
Um, we are hopefully going to sell a midfielder to get Ugarte in, but Ivan Tony's another name that's popped up as a third addition that they're looking at now. I know he's not everybody's cup of tea, but I think when you've got these two young guys who are wanting to apply their trade and are going to be the long term solution, I don't see anything wrong with having what I think is a very good and competent football player in Ivan Tony also come into the club.
Look, for me, that's best case scenario, man. That's best case scenario. So that scenario, if we're selling, so for me, like if we're able to sell Wambasaka, so that he's going,
Uh-huh.
Lindelof, Maguire, McTominay, um, Casemiro, if we can sell Casemiro, and
Yeah.
then another player, maybe Sancho. If we can sell maybe 6 players, which I think is very unlikely, because Sancho, I believe, is probably going to stay. So if we sell 5 players and we bring in another the left Brathwaite, the left back, I think Scotty here is people's talking about,
Uh-huh.
and a right back to complement the low.
Yeah.
Um, that's the key areas, man. Nukate, obviously, that's the key
Yes.
areas. And then I think sign either Rabio or Amrabat. I think that players is more likely than signing than Tony. If we can get all that business done and
Uh-huh.
all the sales done and all the incomings done, then Ivan Tony becomes a target. I mean, if we can, okay, if nobody signs him this in the summer, then he can
In,
sign
in, in
for us in
January.
our summer. Yeah, in our summer. You know?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I think that's what Ineos is doing. They're saying, okay, if nobody wants to buy him for 50, because 50 is steep, and nobody can spend money at the moment because of FFP. Let's sign him when he has 6 months left on his deal. A nice 15 to 20 million. Um, 15 with add-ons, 2 million add-ons, 17 million. Okay, come,
Uh,
it's fine. You know what I mean?
no,
That would be nice
100%.
business for us.
No, 100%, man. And yeah, people, just to close it off, yeah, I don't feel Rabiot. I'd prefer Amrabat personally now that John brought it up. But either or, I trust the guys in like power now who are doing all of these deals. They'll obviously sit down with the manager, who still has veto power, by the way. A lot of people said he would get that taken away from him. That's not the case. He still has
Mm.
that power. They'll sit down with the manager. They'll figure it out. But yes, cover up all the key areas, and I've always maintained that people who wanted us to deal with the attack first were lost, because you don't win championships or anything with just a good attack. You need to build from the basis, from having a strong defensive team with a very good central like the midfield area, because the one thing we can't have this season is people running through our midfield pause as if nobody's there. And poor Bruno can't do everything. He can't be
Yeah.
running from number 10 to number 6 What I want to see is Bruno scoring goals, creating goals, Kobe joining in that, and a Ugarte slash Amrabato Rabiot holding it down to protect our backline. So exciting stuff, people going on at United, and we might not always be on the pulse with these news, but you definitely know that every time something happens at United, we will be there. So subscribe to ZA Ball, guys. It's been my man John Morgan and myself. Thank you very much. And to all the rival fans, all I can say to you is
God have mercy upon us.